Good morning, traders and investors. My name is Shen Mongangi, one of the best market analysts here at HFM. HFM is a multi-winning awarded broker that provides for you as a trader and investor the best trading opportunities and trading environment. So to begin with today, we have the GDP growth rate for the Q1 being released today, and that's the second estimate. So, if the GDP print comes in stronger than expected, that will boost the dollar. Why? Because it reduces near-term Fed rate cut expectation, and the opposite also is true if the GDP print came in weak. But as for US stocks, that one is considering the US index, but as for US stocks, if the GDP data comes out stronger than expected, it's a risk-on rally unless inflation changes our outlook. So the likely result is strong GDP in the midst of mid-inflation equals stock rally. Strong GDP in the midst of hot inflation, the stocks will wobble. And weak GDP equals potential fear of slowdown. So that's a mixed sentiment. So coming on to today's chart, starting with the US index, we can see we opened with a quite big gap, of which you can see you're trying to fill. If we move into the 15 minutes, if you move into the 15 minutes, you can clearly see that we opened with a big gap, skipping our resistance zone at the 100.02, and right now we're just below our resistance zone, filling this gap. Coming now to gold, we can see gold, we reacted from our previous resistance zone at the 33.43.27, and at the moment we came down to fill the previous imbalance and to test our key support zone at the 32.37.93, and you can see we are currently, today we opened and we are currently having a rejection week at that candle. When you move to a lower time frame, you can clearly see that we are currently reacting upwards from that key resistance zone. To the US 500, remember our key news that we're looking at today is the GDP second estimate. So we'll be looking at our key levels at the 60.36.00 psychological level and the 58.95.69. At the moment, you can see yesterday we pulled back to the level that we had talked about, our support zone, and we are reacting today upwards. And at the moment, I will be looking at that resistance zone to see what will happen, but that will be my target for the day at the 60.36.00 as we await the GDP second estimate release data. The same has been happening also on the US 100, where we came all the way down, failed our imbalance, almost tested our support zone, and currently we are also moving upwards, targeting also our key resistance zone at the 22218.39. And you can see also on the US 30 is the same, because the US stocks tend to move in the same direction. Also on the US stocks, you can see we tested also yesterday at the 42188.91 level, and currently we are moving upwards. I will be looking also at the same resistance zone that we had marked for the past 1 week at the 4296.1.89 to see what will happen. Remember also we have a key news today, the GDP Q1 second estimate that may influence our direction. So be keen, use strict risk management as you maneuver the markets today, and be keen to look at the release of that data. On the Euro USD, we can see at the moment we are reacting from our support zone at the 1.11932, slightly higher though, and we can see that buyers have stepped in and we are having some bit of rejection candle from that support zone. Again, I will still remain with my key levels. Again, after breaking from our 1.13140 What I wait for is a pullback to that level. I do not enter aggressively, then wait for a candlestick pattern confirmation with volume again, and see what will happen as you continue to move away from that level. On GDP USD, you can see we have come back right now at our support zone after breaking sharply with a high momentum candle at that level. And right now at the London session, you can see buyers are stepping in, clearly being shown with this rejection candle. And if we move to our lower time frame, you can clearly see that we are moving upwards from that support zone. On the USD JPY, again, USD JPY will tend to move the same way the US index is moving. And as you can see on the US index, on the daily chart, we tend to, right now, we are moving upwards, breaking two support zone at the 99.31 and 100.02. The same thing has been happening also on the USD JPY, where we have been moving upwards sharply, breaking also key resistance zone, now turns support at the 144.120 and also at the 145.215. Remember, if the GDP estimate comes out stronger, that will be stronger for the USD index, and that means also the USD JPY will be stronger, influencing a bullish movement on the USD JPY. On the Audi USD, same thing has been happening. It's like having two equal people with the same weight, 50 kg, 50 kg on a seesaw. Both have the same strength, and that's why we are still in this range for quite a long period of time. We tried to break it beginning on Monday, but we got that rejection from the sellers stepping in and pushing the market down past our resistance zone at the 64,917. Again, both of them are balanced, and we will look at the GDP if it's going to influence the move on the Audi USD today. So with those key levels that we have looked at, and on the news that we have talked about, the one that we are expecting today, the GDP second estimate for Q1, that will be a key main focus. So as you go to maneuver the markets today, make sure that you use strict risk management, and don't forget to apply also good psychology. Don't overtrade, and use good leverage on your account. With that said, my name is Shen Mwangangi, one of the best market analysts here at HFM. This is a pre-recorded YouTube video. You can go later on our YouTube page. Make sure that as you watch the video, make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. This will help us improve our algorithm so that we can create better videos for you as a trader and investor. With that said, goodbye, and see you tomorrow for our daily morning market call. Goodbye.